So I'm just gonna go and do the other options that we haven't done, starting with this one. And then we are going to refuse Iggy's request.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket.
What's happening?
A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help.
Okay.
Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration.
I'm not sure if this is a good one though.
You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair.
Okay.
Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away.
Just take away. Shoo.
Hands overpowered Luca.
Just go away.
The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled
Oh my
over his
goodness.
head was the defeated look on Iggy's face.
I don't think this is a good ending.
The end.
Oh, it's an actual end.
I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
True. So that tree's just done. I'm kind of afraid if this one's done, then that's it. Then that's it, and we're just gonna have to play a different game. Let us hum a song.
In the stillness, he began to hum.
Hello,
After the
hello.
death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping.
Just kind of like hiding the camera down here. I think it'll be better. Alright.
Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and
How's
hum a
work
gentle
today?
melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay.
It's not bad.
That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother.
Oh no.
Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
For everyone to hear. This is an actual cutscene. It's a pretty song though.
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely.
Please don't do it, grandmother. Don't throw it.
As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation,
Those
the
memories.
irreparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out.
I don't know if this is a good idea though.
Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
Oh, everyone's gonna start humming. Man, I think that'd be really cool. They all just start humming along. I can't do anything.
Luca lifted his head
There
in
we go.
astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How'd you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo? The only people who call me that are my mom. I mean, my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry.
Please don't
watery
tell me
eyes,
that's our
trying
mother.
To see more clearly, he could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees.
Why is she so...
Something about her was undeniably his mother.
But how?
Only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, buckaroo. Mom? How's this our mother?
Sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held
What
each
happened?
other close, and the cold cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone. You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd piece it together by now. You were exposed. I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where'd you go? Why'd you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized that we were in danger. Until PH was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do? How do we stop them?
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop PH. The cold hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on everyone, we got a party to crash. Let's go help Mom. Man, this is kind of just like a sad scheme. Just sad. You don't understand. He always wins. I think because he knows what happens with the father and stuff.
The devil you know. 7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest.
Okay.
She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant.
What?
It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus liquamen.
I wonder what that is. We'll probably figure it out.
Dozens of them.
I'm sure they'll
Every
tell you.
one stamped failed.
That's not good.
Eleanor heard the
They're
sharp
experiments.
footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse
Who's
under her breath,
inside?
she dashed over and dove inside.
Oh, the pod is what she's going to. Don't think that's a good idea to hide, but you know, it is what it is. Can't really change what the game decides. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of its neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man's a liar. Don't listen to him. Excuse me? I will not. This town has a dangerous secret and PH only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated... Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to... You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniffling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Bodyguards, don't you all see this festival is a shame? An excuse to have the whole town gathered in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I am Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true, and now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry about this interruptions. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable, so that she can get the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. Yeah, stick him up. I think he actually has a thing for Illinois. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... Who's that guy? That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. I want them to see what this town will become. Ah, the ever-temperous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You managed to pull off... Oh, you managed to pull one over me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a little more impressive than rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Cure? Yes, sir. It's a shame to cut it. It was cut short, but thank you for the roasting order. I will take it from here. Yes, sir, of course. You've done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to recommence we agreed upon. So I guess this little dog here is the full master behind it all. Founder, you are most gracious. It's not Valentine, is it? Thank you. We can disperse when the formalities from here on out.
Pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion,
Oh, it's Solomon.
he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine's. What?
His body and face began to contort.
He was hiding in this whole time?
As he disappeared into a belching green mist.
What is happening? He's living with his daughters this whole time and not realize it? A hush horror. Oh.
This is a story about change.
What? No. Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. The festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Carey, be a dear and reveal the sign. Huh. Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh.
What's happening?
Frustrated grumbles.
For some reason, didn't expect this. Sharper, you... I'm just gonna leave it at that. Malice, we just got a new one. Okay. I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Cure. Snap, snap.
Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward. Does anyone else have anything to contribute?
Helpless quiet settled over
Does
the
anyone
crowd.
else speak up? I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy, gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give, the opportunity to prove yourself in my presence. Squattered. To say I am disappointed would be an understatement. But silence, Augustus, an adult is speaking. I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who lets me down. Harris, you failed me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on that this time. Father, I've been wasting my time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on sentimenting our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? What about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffered from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I thought you said enough. Nonsense, people deserve how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. And you always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter, cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Cure's example. When I found him, he was in a sadder state than any of you. An aging actor, despite desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. None of those... Well, those who haven't already filtered any of my goodwill. Beacon Pine is mine again, and I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Cure was never in charge of PH? Ha! You think that puffed up puffer skit could have accomplished all this? Don, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and block this town for a spell. So I invented William Cure. Take your bow, you've earned it. So he's just an actor. He was acting this whole time like he knew everything, but he didn't. He was just following what he was told. Patrick C. Monescue. At your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It was a role of a lifetime. Wait. So this Bill Kerr was a patsy the whole time? Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears the most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. The young hero. I kept an eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity if things would have gone a bit differently. You might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I ever bought. But well worth it.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business.
So he just wanted to come back to life to reinvent his own town again, and all these people have no choice but to do it.
Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous.
But for the wrong reason.
A secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer.
He's probably corrupting the world with this.
The end.
Thank
This
goodness.
is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right?
We're close to the end then.
We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing.
Huh.
Let's see.
Is there another one? Okay, so this is the next tree branch because the other two are ended. We're done with that. This is the only branch left. And we can only do a malice lurking behind the eyes.
Malice lurking behind those eyes. Like a trap ready to spring.
But what's gonna happen?
Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I'm probably fast. I just want all this to be over. Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rolo at the
Twisted
treehouse.
free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come talk to me with anything. Anything at all. Okay. Wait for him at the treehouse. I don't know what a good decision that was, but we're running. Let's go to the treehouse. Ooh. Identify yourself, please. Nellie. I work here now. I am unable to locate you on our staff roll call. I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Curious said I can come in tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. It's a little suspicious, but okay. I think that was new. Alright, we want to head to the Troy house. See here. Rolo.
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rolo. I don't think he's coming. Rolo, wherever you are, I hope you're
Luca
safe.
felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag.
I'm just gonna sleep here for the night.
He conceded to its lumpy embrace.
So it's a different outcome from last time. Which honestly makes sense because we pick a different choice.
Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source.
Oh, we're back here.
He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember.
This place always seems so cool.
Lucas
I don't know why.
and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket.
It's just so relaxing
A
here.
keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him.
Oh, father's
You
back.
made me proud, Buckaroo. Luca turned to face him. Dad, what is this place?
Please explain.
A warm grin grew across his
I need to
father's
know
face.
more.
A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all
So it's the
worked
past and
together.
the future all together.
Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail.
It's not bad. We gotta go.
For what?
Wait, what are we waiting
Another
for?
voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. That's up to you.
Hopefully we picked the right
Knowing
thing.
why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real?
Probably not,
Luca's father bent down to smudge
but I like
away
to
a
believe
tear.
it is.
Of course.
Oh, it is real.
I'm as real as the part of you that misses me.
No, it's all in our head.
Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. And you? The doppelganger choked back tears. I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone.
I mean, they're all just the pieces of him.
Does that make sense?
It
Through
does.
his
It
tears,
does.
Luca laughed. I think so. His father
It
pulled
all
him in
makes
for an embrace.
sense.
Time to go, Buckaroo.
I don't want to go. I want to stay here forever.
Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
Who's coming? Are you there?
A commanding voice rumbled from below.
I say don't
Just as
answer.
Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Dun dun dun. What's happening?
Chapter 5.
We're only on chapter 5.
Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand
I'll just run
grasped
away.
the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Oh, it's Rollo's sister. Stop right there. Or I'll. Jeez, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are
The
you?
large figure cocked its head
It looks like
inquisitively.
Rollo. Stop it or I'll clobber you with the baseball bats. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it really is you, prove it. Flamin' chicken coop Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped.
He's just grown.
He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo.
It's probably that thing that Valentine made.
Only bigger,
To make you grown.
older, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where did they take you? They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I thought it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big, look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Rollo, it wasn't just your hands. My feet too? Dang, Pa just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Moved to the side and pointed
You're like a
Rollo to his
teenager
reflection in
now.
the balcony window.
You're no longer a little kid. What
His
the?
hands shot up to his face.
Holy totally. Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some of the green crud. Ew. It actually wasn't too bad. It tasted like licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sorta smashed open my cage and escaped. Wow, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a little bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it. This is awesome. Well, I'm glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead to find out what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger.
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them on. I'll fight them. Hey, fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
You can't do that anymore, Rollo. You're too big. Thanks, cover! Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened. I need help. I don't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry, you're the one who showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How'd you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I mean, I think you mean our silly little mission control. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rolo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened. Yeah, but
She shot a nervous glance at Rolo.
anything you can say around me, you can say around Rolo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try to salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemical set my mother gave me. Okay, I just need to play it cool. And hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing, I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is gonna take forever to grow out. You're the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Cure decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. This Cure guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck? He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You're not gonna ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough to her to exile her daughter to this town. This place sucks. The people are weird. We don't even know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains, you'll get used to it. I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You knew I grew up in a town not that different from this one. It's why you're always better at talking plants than people? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment,
Time forbid.
looked back sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey. But that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair again,
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll shave it off for you. Think about how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. Hey, crows! Nice seeing you again. First of all, this town does not suck. Second... Oh no! You just have to save up your points. Second, you need help because you're grounded. No. Saving. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's not my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kinda like this look. Great, can we get back to the story now? The next part is the important part. I had this radio I upgraded with my mom and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. It's true, they don't have the human arms like the penguin. Mr. Kier, are you there? Mr. Kier? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. I'm doing good. I am doing good. I feel like I'm just waiting for the doctors to get back to me. It's kind of the way. What's your report on the next lead research of deep engines? Nellie seems to be integrating nicely. And this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She's offered to work overtime before I even had a chance to assess it. Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessors. Alright, thank you for stopping by in the lurk. Hopefully everything goes smoothly so you can get a good night's sleep later. Her work must be complete before the festival. I'll make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good, you know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she finishes the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the end game, Bill. The game is almost over. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risk. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she can either leave the office completely committed to Harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I may suggest, maybe we should just delay just for a bit. Oh? It's just we seem to be rushing to hit this deadline. The festival deadline. And rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. But understand that if I want what's best for you, I'm eternally grateful for what you've done. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly and not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah. Just so we're clear, when we said loose ends, we were talking about murder, right? I don't know why they want to grow up. I'd rather not grow up. I feel like the more you grow up, the more problems you have. But that's just me. Alright, just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like, actually killing someone. Capital murder.
Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who's this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Nah, as far as we know, Kira is the top banana of the PH. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana on the field. What is my mom caught up in? Has she talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was gonna come in and continue the work of someone she respected. Luca, do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got loose-ended. She kind of died. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't she come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were gonna hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in and get her.
Flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
This is becoming like a rescue mission now. Maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome mat from my mom's, my mom's first day. That sounds fancy, but I know it's not as fancy as it sounds. Hopefully you have fun. But it shows the layouts. And thanks for the raid. Sure, looks like the blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. The big room marked Founder's Office. And it even has some exit marks. Guys. Yeah. It's just water gymnastics, but I mean, it kind of sounds fancy by saying hydro gymnastics. But I'm glad it's cool. It probably helps out. I will try to have fun. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right? We have a heist ready to go. I think we're heisting. This is an official heist. We're officially secret agents.
Chapter 6. The Heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that
It's
small
probably the
nest,
best ending yet.
formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology, not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work.
Ooh. It's exciting
The final
news.
day before the festival would be used to prepare.
So we have 2 more days. I think automatically chapter 9 is just going to be the day of the festival or the other town finding.
They need to pull every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for.
What characters are we talking about?
Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain.
Okay, so it'll be found cheaply.
Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse.
So they spend all night here?
They hadn't slept at all that
Yep.
night. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
We're on a mission. We don't need sleep. Alright, quick recap. Rollo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Without her and Frizz, this whole thing could go with a bust. Me? Cordial or Cordial is my middle name. Huh. And how do you plan to explain your new
Vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? She'll be happy I'm alive. She won't even
Beck
notice.
snorted an involuntary giggle.
He's like the same size as Roxy now. And Beck, you sure Avona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Jarov? Then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
Each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Good luck, everyone. So we need to get help from, I think it's Jeff. And then Iggy and Tish. Which, as long as we're not mean to Iggy, it should be okay. Iggy's not a bad guy. I can't find the bridge. We're gonna avoid the clipboard people because they're not nice. They're evil. Question is, where is everybody? There's like nobody in town. It's deserted. Don't need to talk to them. Hopefully Iggy's gonna be over here. Oh, there's him. Hey Jeff, what can I do for you? Well, I know how much you hate PH. Hate is a strong word. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So we're gonna break into their headquarters and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
You see, I knew you kids were alright. Great, so you help.
Joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Oh no, what's our word? Fight! I've done enough fighting for one lifetime, and more than my share of losing. Time's come to hang up the gloves.
Luca wasn't ready to
Okay,
give up so
no.
easily. He shouted out again.
There's no hiding. Can't hide.
Jeff's brow perked up.
What you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they all do. But you never hear him say I hid from nothing.
Good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
He's a fighter. What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise. I just got the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I was thinking 5 bags of sour gops should cover it. Put it on my tab?
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Nice. Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. So we got that out of the way. We gotta figure out where Iggy is. Which might be the hardest person to find. Oh, here he is. Hey Tris, look who it is. Luca, are you here to try to tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
He raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We can work together. We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each other.
A reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong. But lately life's been kind of strange, you know?
He considered the point.
Things have been weird around here. So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What you say we break our hostilities, at least for now. We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means less breaking things. Well, if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break things, go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into PH headquarters.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn, I'm impressed. And after all this is done, maybe you and Trish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Glanced over to Tish.
We can all be
In
friends.
agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
Quick nod, Luca was off.
Alright, we're done. That was easy. I'm glad it let me multiple tries for Jeff. Did you hear that, Trish?
He gazed up at Tish with a smile.
I'm calling her Trish, but it's Tish. He invited us to hang out at the treehouse.
Tear ran down Tish's cheek.
He just wanted to make friends. I never expected this day to come. How wonderful.
Chapter 7. Into the Hive.
This definitely feels like the proper ending of the whole game.
A good heist requires preparation.
Which I also think is crazy because you have to go through so many of the side stuff to get all the charms to even get this part.
And thorough preparation takes time. Something they had precious little of.
True, so we can't be thorough.
So far, everything was in order.
Something's gonna go wrong though.
Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end.
Alright, we're going in.
After a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help.
It probably took a while.
Stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rolo, being uniquely suited for the role,
we're back
would
in
be the
town.
first to breach perennial harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence.
You're confident enough anything is good. I mean, that's probably not
Took
wrong.
A few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Because you can't just dress for the part, you have to actually act the part. Just stay calm, Rolo. You can do this. Got your delivery here. Delivery? I don't see anything in my notes about delivery. One moment. This better work. I'm sorry, but there's no delivery schedule for this morning. Right.
Had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it been kept secret.
Rolo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. That was easy. Our harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rolo proceeded into the perennial harvest headquarters.
That was too easy. Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder? Oh, I didn't hear anything about. Yeah, this is a need to know kind of thing. You're not needed to know. I'll just
He
check.
stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If I could just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits, you know. Sir? That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. I don't think that's the password. Ready to light the candle, just? Yep. Fireworks! What's happening out there? What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the door. I got a job to do.
The clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check that on that noise. Oh, come on. Just put me in already. Oh, okay. They're outside. Just the kids messing around, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. That was close. So now we're in. Our harvest awaits. Hey, I figured when in doubt, stick to the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. Alright, okay. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yeah, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case she needs some muscle. I'll head to the east to the founder's office. You two be safe. I think I'm talking too fast and that's why I'm like tripping over my words. Oh, what's this? That's odd. There aren't even any cups for the water. Who has a cooler with no water cups? I don't know where I'm going. Oh my god, this place is massive. There's too many doors. The whole place just feels fake. But all the things. A fake plant? I'm gonna follow... Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Oh, we found us. Luga? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
An air of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I am most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yeah, how'd you know? They brought me here and locked me up, and when we were distracted, I ran. Dang, okay, you should stick with me, we got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck are headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We gotta get out of here. We can't just leave. But they'll catch us again. I gotta do something first. When we were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder, why are you looking for him? I'm not, I just need to get into the office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw that door. It was just down this way.
Luca happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Oh, Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. It's crazy that Solomon left that office because we know Solomon is a founder. Oh, it is. Pretty lucky that I ran into you or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Tried the handle.
It's locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like
Luca
that.
smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. What is happening? Who is that? I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
That's Speck's mom. Howdy. Good afternoon. They had everything planned out.
Changed from red to green.
How do you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us. Solomon's gonna hate us after this.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rolo, I'm in. As expected, there is a control panel. Great timing. We stuck at a locked door marked 24601. Do you need you to get us through? What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca picked up his best guess. Underground secrets.
It actually worked.
Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you just guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rolo heard when he was down here 1-4. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Your powers of deductions are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rolo, I think this should do it. Bingo bam, the door's open. Luca, you never failed to impress. What is that slippery lot even doing down here? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We need to get her out of here. I see. Oh, Luca, I think we're close. The next store is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Can we just tie Solomon in the room? Oh, we got company. Luca, must go faster. 1 second, I can't think with all this noise.
He quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is. 13806, go, go, go. Curse these hands. My apologies, Luca. You did that on purpose. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were trying to help. No, they're being chased by the clipboards. Oh, they're coming my way. Oh man, no water cups. Rolo. Oh, they're going the opposite way. Rolo, are you okay? Rolo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're trapped.
Self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rolo, where are you? Are you okay? I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Ah, you two. Ramble Rousters are coming with us. Nope. Wait, they're grown. Oh wait, those are the other two. It's a distraction. Make a break for it. Did that little one just kick me? Don't just stand there, go after them. Okay, I think it worked. Roxy and Frizz have them on the wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rolo, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's say we got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy. I finally used that young chemistry lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. Who is your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I'm more of a growth spear. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Okay, this is all just scientific terms. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. It told me it was only being tested on plants. So this Tempest... what's it called? Liquidus. Something like that. Is used to grow plants, but it could also make people grow up as well. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what is going on at this place? I was brought here to work on a discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemistry compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in the wellspring they call the Source. They named it Tempest Liquamine. It pulls energy from its surrounding in order to alter matter's relationship to time so she can grow. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvest the source, infusing small amounts of it into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plants' growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of a time, but it led to complications. The foul harvest. PH came in to clean up the mess to succeed where Valentine failed. But this material is rebellious. You think of it as manifest of the change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a certain thing, the more it resists. Yes, I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing this chemical to manipulate an organism age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Cure was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right? I think you did. You know, as much as I love a good puzzle, I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities. It contains obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. He did it on purpose so they wouldn't do the plant. So I fixed them and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I am truly sorry. Those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyways. Sounds like he figured it out, got cold feet, sabotaged his own work. I consider that possibility. I sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott's dead. Kerr had him killed. Wait a minute. Dr. Prescott is Luca's dad. And he died because of Kerr and Valentine. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. It's why we gotta get you out of here. I just... like now. What? Wait, the vial. I finally solved the equation, allowing direct control over aging. Mr. Cure picked it up before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it out. Luca, we got Dr. Modewell heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. This thing just gets more and more crazier, I feel like, the more I play it. Which is really interesting how they did this. Alright, everything's on track. And what's your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when we get there. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more information. Look around. Malice 80 proof of whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even its alcohol is arrogant. I should just smother you right now. What was that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. He just wants to kill us. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system. Time card logs. Payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wits. Huh? Oh, nothing. You know, I'm not talking.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you expected. It's wishful thinking. Lost the keys at his desk somewhere. It looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with the party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently. Huh, I wonder who he could be. I don't know. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You don't need to worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I
With a
promise.
subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Oh, it's our friends. Lock it, lock it, lock it. Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Rolo. Before we start tossing blame around, it is possible somebody ordered a pizza. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from this heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Don't trust him with the door. Everyone else huddle up. Whoops. I think this little captor has gone on long enough. Solomon, no. Hush now, child. The adults are talking. Nellie, a brief reintroduction is in order. We never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child, the powerful, enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen, who created this town. PH, Valentine's fertilizer. All connected by a single thread, yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Yes, now you got it. You discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my taste. That's why you need me to finish Dr. Prescott's work. Which you did. Mr. Kerr, the file, please.
Presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present it to you, the eighth wonder of the...
Finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Should just break it. Wow, this stuff's pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did the whole evil villain monologue thingy about it
Casually tossed the vial to Luca.
that everyone loves to do. Gosh, maybe I'll have a
He tickled
taste.
the vial mockingly.
Seize him. Luca, over here. We'll just play toss the vial around. Move another inch and I smash
He held it
it.
tightly behind her back.
All we gotta do is drop
Solomon
it.
sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We can capture you and grant you much less
He
leniency.
pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you guys will be harmed.
Deep uncertainty washed.
No, I don't give it to him. You're a smart girl, Beck. There's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way to end
She
this.
looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and then struck his shoulder with a sharp
So we
flick.
can't stop him here. Mr. Carey, you allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance
Blood
review.
drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think all of this is thanks to the effort of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is it all because of me? I never said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Oh, wait. I said Mr. as in your father. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be a part of something great. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my lab in an attempt to sabotage my
Solomon
work.
shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal
A
life.
muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Oh, I was outside. Well, that's my cue. After the festivals and my accessions, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I just use the time to reflect on your failure. You three keep post outside the door. It can't be over. Well, now what? Can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rolo. You just need some time. Rolo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a moment to calm my mind. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know, it's just, we were just so close. I got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, time seems less like an issue for him now. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kira locked me in the office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escaping, but I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Mr. Prescott has since his time at Harvest was growing short, so he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his predecessor? Or successor? It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It's about an accident with your mother. He found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She has been exposed to extreme amounts of the chemicals.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
Is she? She survived. He decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one else have control over something as powerful as time himself. I believe now that's why he had begun to intentionally sabotage his own work, and it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull.
I think that's her.
Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet.
Let's go, mother.
She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone.
It's worth it.
Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body.
It's probably a different lifetime, it feels
Quickly
like.
rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing.
True. Something worth stealing.
Her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Let's go. What's happening? It's our friends and mother. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Mrs. Luca Gran. That's awfully nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they do? Gran, there's no time to explain. We gotta get out now. Come on, everyone. We got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on
Solomon
out.
pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We gotta stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure of that. He gave him the wrong vial.
Mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realized he drank his own cigar ass. Ew. How did the ashes get into the vial? It's pretty easy to mess with the vial when it's behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. Paul always says bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
And face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green.
Hopefully this works. I don't know what else we could use. I mean, we got two other options, but still. Ew. He's just gone like the wind? Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit. He's dead.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines. A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future.
Okay.
The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't
Is that the end?
gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.